Hi, this is Michael Nesbitt on behalf of the Bike Marketer team and Dan Green. I'd like to say hello and welcome to another software review. Today I'm going to be reviewing ADA Comply. Now what this does is it gives you ADA compliance, and this is something, if you have a website, that you have to have because it's to do with the American Disabilities Act of 1990, and if you don't have it you can be sued by a law firm without any notice whatsoever. So it's something that you actually do have to have. Now, many big firms have already been taken to court, the likes of Beyonce, Domino's Pizza. The Domino's Pizza one was settled out of court, but there's been many big firms already taken, and now law firms are proactively going through the internet, finding people who haven't got compliance, sending them a letter, and they have to be compliant or they will be sued. Because not like GDPR, which was just a regulation, this is actually an act, and it's an act of law, and you actually have to be covered for this. So now I'll go and I'll show you the different things of what you actually need. Now, because this is an act of law and it's not just a regulation, it's something that you have to have. So if you have a website and you're not covered, a law firm can send you a letter and say they're not covered, they're going to be sued for not being covered, and law firms can clean you out in no time whatsoever. So it doesn't matter if you didn't know, if you say, oh, I didn't know about this act of law that I was supposed to have, you've got to have it. And what it means that you have to have is it has to be compliant with how it would help people who have disabilities. And this is something that's obviously close to my heart because I have a disabled little boy who has every form of autism. And when we go out, you obviously will have seen this act of law came out in 1990, and now when we go out, there's obviously they have ramps to go into various buildings. When you go into various areas, there's things for disabled people, there's quiet areas on trains, there's quiet areas out in public as well, in public places. Even the cinema has certain mornings and certain times for people with disabilities and autism. So it's a very, very large part of my life, and it's a very large part of everyone's life, and you need to be covered by this act. You need to be compliant. So what this product does is it covers you completely on your website for a one-off fee, and it's better than being sued. I think the average price of when a firm sues someone for not being ADA compliant is about $50,000. So it's really, really important that you actually are covered if you have a website. It's only a matter of time before they catch up with you, as it says here, because it's the law. You have to be covered, and when they do, it can be game over if you have a very small business. And if 50 grand isn't something that you can fork out, which I know we couldn't, you have to actually be covered. So this is something that this software solves for you. It's something that you need to put in place, and I know that this would work extremely well for you. And on top of that, it's very simple. Mario will run through, he's the guy who developed it, he'll run through the software. That literally takes about 1 minute and 30 seconds for you to be covered by this. So everything is coming under scrutiny, the likes of websites, apps, PDFs are even included in this. And also, I saw somewhere where gift cards were included as well. So this is something that the law are clamping down on really, really heavily, and there's been many big companies sued already. So once they get through the big companies and make everyone compliant, then obviously it moves down to smaller companies like ourselves and like other companies out there. So you need to be covered for this. It's very, very important. So this is the one I was mentioning earlier, the Domino's Pizza one, where the website wasn't actually accessible to people who are blind. Now, people might laugh at that. They might think, oh, well, why would you need to see a website if you're blind? You can be registered blind but still see to a certain extent. So you can, if you can't make the website larger, or you can't click a button on the website that's large so you can hear the menu vocally, then that was how this could mean a person who was blind and registered disabled, how they could order pizza online. And this website didn't have the right kind of things. So you might think that it's strange that someone who is blind or visually impaired, but there has to be things on your website legally because of the ADA Act of 1990. It's something that you need to actually have. So this might keep people up at night, and there's teams of lawyers out there searching people out and bringing the whole weight of the law down on small businesses. So it's something that you need to be aware of. And these law firms are very, very much like ambulance chasers of the 1970s and 80s, but they're now doing it online for an easy win, because there's so many websites out there that actually aren't covered by this. So you need to be covered without a shadow of a doubt. It's something you need to have legally. Okay, so don't worry about the software, because as it says here, it's 100% cloud-based and there's nothing to install. And as I said, I will get Mario to run through it, and it literally takes no time whatsoever. I was astounded at how easy it was for him to show. I was like, is that it? So it doesn't matter whether you've got a Mac, if you've got a PC or a Chromebook, you just log in and a few instructions and you're absolutely golden, and you'll be absolutely covered 100%. So here's the things that I was speaking about a little bit earlier that are a bit of a surprise, the likes of mobile apps and the likes of gift cards, and people not being covered for them. And as you can see, this is the end of last year, but it does there has been various things this year as well over the last few months, so it is something that they are actually clamping down on a great deal, and it's something you need to be aware of. So even gift cards and mobile apps. So if you've got a mobile app that isn't covered, that you've developed, or if you've got a website online and PDFs that you have maybe on your website, they need to be covered as well. Everything needs to be covered by, you need to be compliant with absolutely everything regarding this. And as it says here, more ADA lawsuits targeting mobile apps are likely ahead. So this is something that people need to be very much aware of. And there's also been gift cards that violate the Americans with Disabilities Act as well. That's what you get done on. You get done on violating the Act, not having the things in place. This software will, literally within a minute, put the things in place that you need, so you're completely covered. Which is what the lawyers will have IT experts going online, looking on the websites to see if they can click a button and see if the websites are actually covered. And once you've got that, you are absolutely totally sorted. So don't get sued, just get covered. It's 3 easy steps. It's quick and it's easy. Step 1, you just add a new website to your ADA compliant dashboard, click copy the code and paste it into the website. It's very straightforward. Paste the code into the footer. It's really, really simple. Really, really simple to do, and I'll get Mario to show you how he does it. So this is this year as well. So as you can see, things are happening this year as well, and there's various things, big people being brought up and taken to court. You just need to be compliant, and this software will obviously sort that out for you. So as it says here, the review of legal activity in 1990 encompasses businesses from big to small, marketplaces both online and physical, as well as corporations, universities and government entities. It's literally absolutely everyone that they are looking at. Doesn't matter if you're big or small, it's a website. Your website normally can't tell, unless it's a brand and name, you know how big or small your company is. So everyone is being treated equally in that sense. You don't need any technical expertise to get this working. It's very, very simple. And even if you get stuck, there's loads and loads of training within the software as well. It's very, very simple. So if you're a newbie, you need to have this, and this will be something that will stand you in stead forever as well. So it's also great for SEO. This is a massive upside to having something that can legally, if you don't have it, you can get sued. So the upside to it is Google does really, really thinks this is a phenomenal thing once you've got this, and Google will reward you by ranking you much higher. It's great, and there's tons and tons of people out there as well who are obviously searching for various things to do with disabilities, and your website will be ranked high with them as well. It's just another reason why ADA Comply gets your sites compliant and you're all ready to go. So it's really, really important. As it says here, do you know that having an accessible website is so important, and Google gives more relevancy to one that isn't accessible. So if you are accessible to people who are visually impaired or people who have disabilities, and it says on your website and there's a button for people to click, then that will be absolutely brilliant for your SEO as well. Okay, so just to reiterate again, unless you've got an extra 50 grand sitting there to burn, you need to protect yourself now. So get protection with this and it'll be brilliant for you. As you can see above, this happened to a major restaurant like Hooters, which it did, and they happened to be sued multiple times for the same issue because they didn't get it. Even once they'd been sued, they didn't then go, oh, we need to make ourselves compliant. So you can be sued again. It's something that you need to comply with. It's very, very important. And the average lawsuit is about $50,000. So this is the OTO that we recommend today as well, because of this is so rife right across the internet and something that people actually need to have. We believe that the OTO for the resellers' rights is something that you could really take advantage of. So you can contact business and say, send them an email and say, look, this is what I can sell you. I can make you ADA compliant. It's a legal recommendation. It's a legal thing that you actually have to have because the American Disabilities Act came out in 1990. It's something your website isn't covered for, so we can cover you for it, and then you can actually you can make money from other people as well, rather than them face a lawsuit. So that's ADA Comply. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get Mario to run through a demo and show you how straightforward and simple this is. Then I'll go into the gift and then I'll go into the bonuses that we have for you today. And then I'll do a quick recap of everything there. So I'll get Mario to run through the demo for you now.
Hey, it's me Mario, and in this video I'm going to give you a full demo of our brand new ADA Comply 2.0 app, okay? Now this app helps you optimize your and your clients' websites to be as compliant as possible. If your website is not ADA compliant right now, you're leaving yourself open for major lawsuits. Now this works in just 3 simple steps. You generate your profile, you copy our code, and you are good to go. Let me show it to you in action. This page right here, right now, is not compliant, okay? So let's make it compliant in just a couple of minutes. I go here to our dashboard, I click here on Get Started. It says here already Mario's page. Then I have to enter the website URL and then I click here on Next. Now just like this, I can now copy this code right here and I can go to my WordPress dashboard. I go here to where it says Settings. I go here to Header and Footer. And all I have to do right now is enter it in the actual footer right here. So I copy paste it here, I save the settings. Okay, this is happening in real time. It's super quick and easy, even if you're not a technical person. I go back to my website right here, I click refresh, and now you're gonna see that we are going to have a widget on the website on the upper left-hand side right here, as you can see. And if I click on that, I have a lot of ADA compliance in place already. So anyone with a hearing disability or anyone using a listening aid or a hearing aid or a viewing aid, they can go right here and they can do different settings for ADA compliance, and that way this website is now way more accessible for anyone that has any potential disabilities, okay? Now, how quick was that?
So thanks to Mario for that demo. It's very, very straightforward and simple, and as I've said, it is something that you legally need to actually have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the gift for today. If you're new to the channel, we give away a gift every single video that we put out there. So if you have a look in the description below, there'll be a URL. You can obviously just copy and paste that URL and you get the free gift that we give away with every single video that we do. So today it is, if I can click on the right place here, it is Home Business Legalities. Obviously, I realise that a lot of people out there try to run their online business from home, and as you can see, because of the position that we're in worldwide at the moment, I'm at home at this moment in time, stuck in a corner of a distant room in the house. So you need to have an understanding of all the different legalities within running a business from home. You know, all the law and all the tax you have to pay and everything like that. But some things like this, a business development manager who will be helping you, or a financial advisor, or even if you have a lawyer, they mightn't even point this out that you would need to have your website ADA compliant. They may not even know that you have a website, and your accountant may not even know that you have a website if you have an accountant or you do your own books. So this will be able to help you. It'll give you all the ins and outs of running a business from home. Now the other things we've got bonuses today, and the second bonus here is more. That was the free gift, by the way. And this is a bonus. This is more to do with running a business from home and more of the legalities of different things. It's got all the terms and conditions that you'd need, and obviously all the legal legal aspects, if you're a sole trader or if you're in a partnership, how you incorporate the business, or if you're watching this in a different country. In this country, you would make a business a limited company. In this country, in America, you incorporate businesses. It's basically the same thing. Or you can have, in the UK, you can have an LLC, which is a limited liability, or an LLP, limited liability partnership, which is what a lot of law firms actually do as well. A lot of accountants do that. You've got tax planning, financial planning, business partners. If you have any, always important to have something written up between you and your business partner. I myself have fallen foul to that, not having something written up between myself and business partners at the time. And when I wanted to buy the business off them, that became extremely difficult, because they would, what parts belong to them, what did they do within the business. It's all very, very complicated. So it's very important to have all these aspects sorted out. So that's part of the first bonus for today. And the second bonus we have for today is a piece of software for you. And it's the legal pages generator. So this will generate all the legal pages for you within there. And this is obviously just something you can just download, no problem whatsoever. So that's the bonuses we have for today. So now what I'm going to go into a synopsis of everything we've spoken about regarding ADA Comply. So now into a brief synopsis of everything we've spoken about today. The ADA Comply relates to the American Disabilities Act of 1990, and you need your website to be ADA compliant, or you have a chance of being sued. So you don't want to be sued. You don't want all of a sudden a letter to come through your door and realize that someone has realized that your website isn't ADA compatible, and you landed up in court and it's cost you tens and tens of thousands of dollars. You don't really want that at all. Now lawsuits are being targeted over ADA violations are on the rise. This is the Los Angeles Times, and this is something that you need to be aware of. It's an act of law. It's not like GDPR, where we had the GDPR regulation in Europe. This is an act of law from 1990. And you know that it exists because you've seen it out in public when you see ramps up in the buildings for people who are disabled into wheelchairs, how easy access into bars and restaurants is important. Loads of places here in the UK and in Europe don't have stairs anymore, or they have lifts. If you have a restaurant, you have to have a lift so people can actually get to the restrooms if they're upstairs. It's something that has now come to websites. So you need to have your website ADA compliant, and this software today, ADA compliant, will do that for you. You don't want to be sued, and it's just a matter of time before they catch up with you. Many businesses are already been sued. These are the big boys, the likes of Domino's Pizza and the likes of Beyonce, the big musical star. Now, these are now, obviously the big websites have now had to comply. In fact, there was a few big websites that got sued and went, okay, yeah, I'll put that in place. Didn't put it in place within a matter of time. Sued again. So the lawyers are really, really on top of this. It's something that you need to actually have for your website. And if you don't have it, you're putting yourself in a position where you can be sued easily by a law firm that's literally down your street. So it's something that is very simple to use. It's very easy to do. There's nothing to install. You basically go into the software, click a few buttons as you saw in the demo, and then it installs it for you. It's really straightforward. Even the likes of gift cards and mobile apps are being targeted by law firms, and this is something that you need to be aware of. It's something you actually need to have. You need to be ADA compliant. So don't get sued. Get covered in 3 easy steps. It's quick and easy, and get this product today, ADA Comply, and it will make a massive difference to you. You'll be able to sleep at night. You don't want a letter landing on your mat, especially in the position we're in at this moment in time as well. And it's big and small businesses that are being targeted. And as you can see, these are from January 2020. So this is very, very recent, where things are being clamped down on and things are starting to motor, and the law firms are starting to actively chase companies that have websites down there. You don't need any technical expertise. So there's lots of training on there if you want to go into more things that the software actually does, because it obviously does more things than just make you compliant. So there's lots of training within there that you need to watch. And it's also great for SEO, because Google will reward you for having your website being ADA compliant. So you will rank higher. So it's fantastic for that as well. So the average price of people being sued is $50,000. So you don't want that to suddenly burn your business to the ground. You need to protect yourself. So you need to become ADA compliant. So do that now with this software, and then you will be totally up and running. So This is the OTO that we recommend today to get resellers' rights, because then you can tell all the businesses in your area that they need to be ADA compliant if they've got a website as well, and you can make money from that, which is brilliant. My name is Michael Nesbitt. On behalf of Dan Green and the Bike Marketer team, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this review today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. There's tons of other things within the YouTube channel. We've got lots and lots of tutorials, lots and lots of information there for you. So this will help you, obviously. You know, there's lots of information on how to make your website rank far higher, so you'll be able to get access to all of that completely free of charge. All you have to do is subscribe, click the notification bell so it will ping when we have another video that comes out for another review on a great piece of software, and share this on all your social media if you want to. And I will speak to you very soon. Michael Nesbitt on behalf of the Bike Marketer team and Dan Green, I'd like to say thank you very much indeed for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. And get yourself covered, because I don't want any of our subscribers being sued for not being ADA compliant. Thanks very much indeed. Take care now and look after yourself out there. All the best. Cheers.